Okay, so today we're going to be making a homemade hamburger helper. You're going to need everything listed here. You're going to start off with your Tony's, black pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, your Goya total seasoning. You're going to need ground chuck, elbow macaroni, Mexican cheese, Velveeta, and I did not picture the rotel. Please don't forget the rotel. So you're going to need a little garlic. I cut up 3 green onions, 1 small bell pepper, and a half of a white onion. You're going to go ahead and brown your ground beef. I know this is a potato masher, but to me it works to to break up the ground beef. So once you have your ground beef broke up in the pan, you're going to get ready to season. I always start with the salt-free seasonings first. So I'm going to go in with onion powder. I have garlic powder, black pepper, and then I'm going to go in and add my salt seasoning. I do this so you can see the salt, if that makes sense. You don't want to over-season. You definitely don't want to under-season either. So after we're done seasoning our meat, we're going to go ahead and dump in our chopped up veggies. We're going to saute that for about 3 to 5 minutes, not long, just until the veggies are translucent. So here we are. We have already boiled and strained our elbow macaroni. We are going to go ahead and season that up with a little bit of onion powder, garlic powder, black pepper, and butter. No salt in this. So we're going to go ahead and mix that in so our pasta does not dry out while we're finishing our ground beef. And once we go ahead and get our beef strained and drained, we're going to go ahead and mix that together and get ready to cut up our Velveeta cheese. We're going to use a 16-ounce block, which is basically a pound of Velveeta cheese. You're going to go ahead and cube it up like this and then just throw it in the pot. You want to make sure you turn the heat down just a little bit so the cheese doesn't scorch while you're melting it. So one tip that I use is a little bit of heavy cream and a little bit of milk. You can use either or you can use both, or you can use half and half, which is basically the same exact thing. Okay, once that looks like it's getting ready to go ahead and melt, we're going to go ahead and dump in our rotel, dump in the juices and everything, and get ready to mix that in. If you notice that your rotel is starting to look a little thick, you want to go ahead and cut it with a little bit of that milk and heavy cream. Add as much as you like to loosen it to your desire. So here we are. We pretty much have, this is basically rotel dip, honestly. If you would like to eat it with some chips, perfect. If not, you want to make the pasta keep going. I'm going to go ahead and add in my elbow pasta as I go along. I like to measure it out because I don't like too much pasta or too less pasta, if that makes sense. So this is pretty much the finished look here. You can stop right here, but if you don't want to, or if you're extra like me, we're going to add in some cheese. So I added in about 2 handfuls of that Mexican shredded cheese that I showed you in the beginning, and this is the final product. This is so good, perfect for weeknights when you don't feel like cooking. It's just all around good, and the kids absolutely love it. So, bon appetit.